Hey everybody, I hope you're doing awesome today. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that have been following my YouTube channel, you'll know that I've been talking a lot about real estate in the Northern Atlanta area and the industry in general. I've been giving you tips and guidance and advice on different situations that could happen in real estate. Well, today in this video, I'm going to talk to you about specifically things that I can do for you as your realtor. What valued services can I offer you, especially if you're a buyer? If you're a buyer in today's market, there are definitely different things that you must do if you want to secure your next property. You cannot do things the way that they've always been done because the market has evolved, the market has changed, and it's moving at a very high velocity right now. And this is in early 2022. So listen up. I've got some great tips for you, and I'm going to share some services with you that I can offer on the buying side of things. So thanks for tuning in, and let's jump right into it. Number one, so for all of my clients, I set you up in Georgia MLS with a client portal. And so what that means is you get your own username and login, and you can go into Georgia MLS and you can view properties that are for sale. And one big thing, and this is one big advantage of what I offer you, is you can see those coming soon listings. So what do I mean by that? I'm sure if you've been surfing around online before and maybe you're on different websites and you see properties that have been listed for maybe even only 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 10 days, whatever, they've been out there for a while. So what I can do is I can give you access to these coming soon listings. So for many realtors, when they have a listing coming up, they list it as a coming soon status. And in Georgia MLS, I'll show you here in just a minute on the desktop, but in Georgia MLS, you can see those coming soon listings before the public sees them. So before everyone out there on all these huge websites that everyone uses to search for homes, before it hits those websites, you can see it first. So what does that do for you? It gives you the opportunity to look at some pictures online first. And typically you can't go see that property. You can't schedule a visit to go view it, but you can look at pictures online and you can kind of vet it out first and see if it's something you're interested in or not. But the big advantage there is that you get to see it before everyone else, and you can think through, hey, do I even want to see this property or not? Because in a high velocity market, if you've been out there trying to buy right now, you've got to act quickly and jump quickly. So let me take you through it here real quick, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So what you're looking at here is just a generic search in Canton, Georgia. So I did a generic search in Canton. There are 5 properties that have come up here, and guess what? They're all in the coming soon status. So the general public cannot see these coming soon listings online anywhere, but they are listed here in Georgia MLS. So that gives you a little bit of an early heads up on those properties that are about to hit the market. And there's a wide range that you see here. The low end here, there's a $450,000 property. There's a $1.5 million property here on the high end. So you'll see that houses and properties of all age ranges sometimes go to this coming soon status, and it really helps so you can see it before others. So can you do me a big favor before we move on any further and hit that subscribe button for me? Hit that like button. Come on, it'll be the greatest thing that you do today. Another benefit of you having access to the Georgia MLS client portal is that I can set up automatic emails for you. So what I mean by that is, let's just say a property hits the market and you want me to set it up so instantaneously, the minute that property hits the market and it's for sale, you might say, hey, Steven, set me up so I get an email about that property if it matches certain criteria that we've set up. So if we do that, then bam, email goes to your inbox and you see it instantly. Now you might say, hey, I don't need it instantly, but I want to get an email once a day at 8 a.m. in the morning, or maybe you might say 7 p.m. at night. I want to get one email a day with all new properties that have hit the market. So we can set that up for you as well. But the big advantage here is that you can receive a daily email or every other day, whatever frequency you desire, and it will hit your inbox instantly the minute properties go on the market. Now, another thing that's very important with the auto emails is, let's say that you went after a property, maybe we submitted an offer on one together and you didn't get it and it went under contract with someone else. Well, let's say that contract falls through and then that property changes from under contract status back to active. So if that happens, if a status changes like that, then guess what? You'll get an email the minute that happens as well. So those are a couple big advantages of the client email system that I can set you up with through Georgia MLS. One more thing that I'd like to walk you through in Georgia MLS is the ability to comment on a certain property that you like. So let's say, for example, that you've got a list of 10 new properties that have just hit the market, and you're going through those and you find one that you really like and you want to see it. So I know it's a pain sometimes. You might want to reach out to me or your realtor, right? And you might say, hey, can we go see this property? It's at 123 Main Street or whatever. Maybe you've got to text it or send an email. And I know sometimes that can be a little cumbersome. It's not the most convenient way to have to do it, but there is kind of a shortcut way through Georgia MLS where you go to the listing, and almost like if you're on a social media site and you can reply right under that property. So there's a nice text box and you can say, hey, can we see this property at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? And you hit send, and then instantly it comes to me and I get that notification that you've commented on that particular property. Let me check it out and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Let's take this property for example. So you found this listing in Canton, Georgia at 834 Commerce Trail, and you really like it. You think it might be one worth visiting. So here you are in the client portal. You have the information about the property and some details, a map, and other details down below. And let's say you want to see it tomorrow and you want to send a comment to me. So you click here under add a comment, say let's go see this one tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then you hit enter, and then bam, the message comes to me, and then I get a notification saying that you'd like to go see that property tomorrow. So it makes it super easy for you to communicate directly with me through the portal. If you're watching this video, then chances are you've got a property that you might want to sell. So here on my YouTube channel, I've got a really cool video that talks about things that you can do to increase the value of your property. We all know that our homes and properties are often our most valued assets and our largest investments. So we want to make sure we take care of them and just continually work to try to increase that property value. So do me a favor, check that video out next, and you'll learn about how you can get an even bigger return on your investment when it's time to sell. I completely understand when you're trying to look for your next property, it can sound like a daunting task. And I know sometimes it's hard to get up and actually take that first step into making it happen. So for my clients, I try to do everything possible to simplify the entire real estate process. And a big part of that is we're in such a digital age, right? So a big part of that is using online software and cloud-based software to make everything easier for everyone. And communication is so simple with the tools that we have at our fingertips. So hope you got something out of this video as a buyer. I appreciate you for checking in with me. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Peace out. Talk to you on the next video.